Knock, knock. Who's there? You're listening to The Goose is Loose. Blow your brains out.
Check 1, 2. Check. Okay, we're going to go here in a couple seconds, Louie, and we'll have some laughs. Thanks for coming by the studio.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Got some grub
Louie.
here. We'll enjoy that during the show. And
yeah, this is delicious. Thank you. I love Dr. Pepper.
All right, the controls are ready. We're ready to rock here. And 2, 3, 4. All right! Yeah! Knock, knock, who's there? Ready the Goose spot, knocking back. Welcome to the Goose is Loose podcast show. Comedy and bits and stories and maybe some drama. But first we're gonna talk and be people and connect. Because we're on the radio and it's the theater of the mind. Blow your brains out. Yeah, it's Freddy the Goose knocking back. Knock, knock. Who's there, everybody? Welcome to the show. We got a great show coming up here, folks. It's going to be a good time, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Once again, I was a rising comedian in 1985, and flipped my Corvette, did a lot of cocaine, and now I've been just doing a lot of fun stuff, and we're getting back into it. Welcome to the show, the podcast. We got a great guest today. It's going to be a good time. He's a good old friend of mine. I want you to welcome him to the show, Mr. Louie BK, everybody.
Oh, man. Thank you, Goose. Thanks for having me here, man. I'm really excited. Before we continue, I just have to say this legal. I'm obligated to tell everybody that my views and opinions that I'm expressing here don't represent Burger King or the company at all.
No worries.
So, yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is a beautiful studio.
It's my pleasure. It's good to have comedians in here. You know, I'm trying to have
there's some random audience members. You got some guys hanging out here?
Oh, yeah. We leave the door open. You know, people come by. They know where to party.
Janitors and people using that vending machine.
Exactly. There's some classes down the hall. I think there's an ESL class and some jiu-jitsu classes. But, we got a good thing going here. We got a lot of response from all the episodes. We are now featured on the Experiment website, comedy.
Sweet.
They're great new guys. They're
really
putting
cool.
together. They've been involved in the Nerd Theater over there in L.A. and the UCB folks. They're very famous folks, and so hopefully we're going to break. We're going to get back into writing some scripts and selling them, move into the mansion. We'll have some more orgies.
I'd love to have an Experiment mansion, kind of like the Wu-Tang.
There you go.
Let's just hang out there. That'd be really great.
It's a good time. It's fun. I got some food for you here, some BK.
Yeah, BK sent us some food for doing this podcast.
All right.
They're really good to us.
Feel free to dig in here. We got chili cheese fries. These are room temperature.
Oh, nice.
They came kind of early. I just let them sit. And
that's good because it upsets the stomach when you just have things that are boiling hot or either really freezing cold.
Double cheeseburger.
Which is that for me?
Absolutely, man. Or
do you have any sort of some of the select chickens?
Right here you go.
Oh, this is great. This is the number 4 on the menu, by the way.
You got a double sauce.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Stuff by heart.
Dipping sauce, not double sauce.
I'm totally down to share. I don't want to be a slob that I am, you know.
Hey, and there's a large Dr. Pepper. I don't know, it might be Mr. Pibb, but it's the same style.
To me, yeah. That's great.
So dig in while we're interviewing you. I want you to have a full belly and
oh, beautiful. You bought these great select strips.
Look at those.
These are available all the time, 365 days a year. BK does not close.
It's true. It's open 24 hours. You can smash with your friends.
Oh my God, these are delicious.
They hit the spot, right?
Yeah.
No,
They're so good.
Folks, if you're joining us, we're here with Louie BK, famous comedian. He's famous, and he's got a big Twitter presence, and you can find him there on the Twitter machine.
I appreciate being here, Goose. I usually don't get treated this so well for podcasts. I've done quite a handful of podcasts, and this is probably the nicest studio I've been to, and to set up things with Burger King already is pretty great.
You know it. So now you're endorsed by the Burger King. Tell us the backstory on that situation.
Well, I was not having it so great for a while. I tried to start my own business, and I realized you can't do things on your own. Sometimes you got to reach out to get help. I used to rent. I used to have a rental business for birthday and family parties and graduation. You know those bouncy castles?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I used to rent those out, but people got hurt, and I didn't really have insurance at the time.
Okay.
I couldn't pay for the kid who cracked the skull, so I decided to work at Burger King because there was a structure already in place.
I hear you.
And I just want to say,
Yeah.
85% of our beef, unlike our competitor, which is 15% beef,
Yuck.
we don't have a lot of fillers. We have some fillers.
Sawdust and wood chips.
Yeah, we only have 15%.
You can't even taste it.
Nope.
But your competitors, they
Oh,
just
this
got
is so
like
good.
clown makeup and stuff in it, right?
Well, that's the thing.
yeah.
That business isn't serious.
No.
They have clowns representing them.
And
Do you want to get a burger from a clown, or would you like to get a royalty burger from a king?
I want a king to give me a burger.
Yeah,
And I want French toast sticks in the morning.
those are awesome.
Competitor doesn't have that. They have something called a McMuffin, which just sounds like a sex move in Europe.
No, it's sketchy.
Oh, my dear, I'm
And
about
I
to
gotta
come.
tell you,
Can I
man.
give you the McMuffin when I come?
Listen, I get per diem. I know Burger King really well. My heart knows it. My arteries know it.
Yeah.
But I get per diem. Any travel, any 50 states that I visit, or any U.S. territory,
Amazing.
I have Burger King. I only eat one meal a day, and it's pretty large.
You
I
got-
go to any Burger King in any city when I'm on tour.
You got the BK card,
My
right?
my BK bus. I have a
That's-
huge BK bus with the King, big mural. The King's in. It's kind of like a parody, a little bit of Game of Thrones. I use all the kingdoms from Game of Thrones, but it's with the King from Burger King.
It's very
I
creative.
think it's funny. It's
It's
a
very
funny
creative.
visual thing.
It's a good, routine too. I've seen your act, and most of it's oriented towards fast food and different items from the Burger King menu.
Yeah,
And I think that's great in this day and age. The new
it's
paradigm
accessible.
is to be, cross pollination, cross synergy, and you're just out there doing the corporate thing and selling the product, and you're getting free food.
I think corporations really are like people themselves. They understand what we want, and I think people in this country deserve easy stuff. Like, why should the comedy be really hard? There's so many people out there trying to be so original, and
And it goes over the average person's head. Joe Blow, he works 16 hours. He
working
comes in.
class, man.
Yeah. He comes into the comedy theater and he's like, make me laugh, give me some fast food.
Our comedy's for plumbers, for regular average Joes, man.
The field worker.
Field worker. People work for the city, like Parks and Rec department.
Exactly.
Not the fancy office blueprint guy, like who wants to go to some other, he goes to fancy coffee shops.
He
and
wants references
and he disses
to
Burger King.
To Nietzsche and
Yeah, other guys.
Stephen King and shit.
People I can't pronounce.
And these chicken bites are hitting the spot.
I honestly don't. I just want to eat during this whole podcast. This is so good.
It's on, it's on me, and I'm sure the listeners don't mind that we're having a snack here during the show.
This is great.
So let's talk about, any recent shows, any fun things that have happened, and people been, protesting. I heard there was some protests, people standing up saying, "You're a sellout.
Yeah.
You don't believe in the human spirit, and you're just selling out this art form which can change minds and lives. You're just selling cheeseburgers. You are a joke. You're worse than, blah blah blah. Protest, protest, protest."
To those people, I gotta say, why don't you just take it down a notch? Just one day, go into a Burger King, get a Whopper Junior meal, sit back, put in one of my CDs, or play one of my many my iTunes tracks that I have, all my materials on iTunes, and just listen what I have to say. There's nothing that, I don't know why people are, what they're so in arms about.
Just lay back and take it.
Yeah.
Go to work, come to the show afterwards, or go to the fast food establishment and just, numb yourself with this delicious,
delicious.
items for BK.
I have PETA
Valuable.
outside of my shows.
No.
People for something about animals. I mean, honestly, I think it's just another industry. Like, people really don't care about the animals. It's just kind of like these people don't have any other things happen in their life, and they're trying to find some sort of conflict to make their life interesting.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, and I think that's what like PETA and people are that don't like my comedy work.
They're like, oh, the cow is in
No.
pain when it's getting chopped up into the delicious double Whopper.
I
I'm a nerd.
nerds. I forgot to tell you, so kind of the whole deal why my name's Louie BK. That's not my birth given name.
Clearly, yeah.
And basically, when I signed up for a lifetime contract where there's no, what's that word? Conflicts? Yeah, there's no conflicts. So
Okay.
basically, for the rest of my life, I'm sponsored by Burger King, and I just have to do BK material. So I had to change my birth certificate to say
Louie BK.
Louie BK.
I'm just
Yeah, it's
Pardon
a
me
lifetime
here.
contract. Basically,
just
if
makes me eat faster. Go ahead.
oh,
So
that's fine.
you sold your soul to the king.
I did, and I don't feel that it was like that much that of selling a soul. I just kind of line myself up with the work like anybody else. It's job security,
Exactly.
you know.
Economy's tough now. Everything's moved over to China, India, third world, and
But we're still making our burgers here.
Exactly.
Everything about our company is American. We're employing Americans. We're giving jobs. We give really good benefits. I don't know if you know this, but I almost lost this job. I was about 100 pounds heavier than I am now, but
okay.
Burger King was like, it's going to be a conflict. You could be obese, but you can't be extremely obese. So you're like, what we're going to do is offer you a few different options. And one of them was lap band surgery, and I went with that because Burger King was able to pay my hospital bills and take care of things. Because they can't have someone that's like extremely fat represent a food product. So you're like, Louie,
Yeah.
if you're willing to lose 100 pounds, we'll still be able to make sure that you get paid in your family eventually if I do get married.
The insurance is less,
Yeah.
and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
That's a great deal, and I appreciate what you're doing. And
thank you.
there are chili cheese fries.
Yeah, these are, whew,
Here's the straw if you want some of that, Mr. Pibb.
yeah, my belly's tickling. These things.
So how's the lap band working? Because you look pretty good, pretty
Thank
slim
you,
and
man.
trim.
It's not bad.
It's pretty.
I visit
pretty
up
wet.
like every month. I visit every month. Wow, that's good stuff right there. It is room temperature, but it's still delicious.
Yeah, that corn syrup is.
Um,
Can feel it coursing through my veins.
so every month I go to follow up and stuff, and they try to tell me maybe I shouldn't eat Burger King, but I think that's where they're wrong. I still eat Burger King, like, you know.
Yeah, you have to.
You-
It's in
you
the
can
contract,
just-
probably, right?
Yeah, you just
Can't
get.
have any broccoli or any of that shit.
Yeah, well, you can get versatile with the menu. They serve salads, and there's different seasonal things. Like you can get a grilled sandwich instead of a fried one. You know, you just gotta have a cheat day. Like on Fridays, I can have the chili fries and the double bacon Whoppers, and I like to get creative, and I like to crossbreed some of their products. Put chicken bites in a bun, and then wrap that all up in my own sort of tortilla. You know?
I like it. You're making it work.
I think outside of the, I don't want to say that. And by the way, I just want to say, this whole taco industry that's trying to be a rival, it's just not a rival.
No way.
It's not American. There's nothing American. That's a communist company,
Exactly.
and they're trying to appeal to
Their
people. by
spokesperson
using-
is a dog.
yeah.
It's on 4 legs. I'm not going to buy food that I'm going to put
No.
in my stomach
And
from
they're-
an
and who-
animal.
And they're trying to get creative for the breakfast menu. No one competes with us. We have French toast sticks. Hands down, we wipe every business out for
Exactly.
breakfast items.
That's my favorite part of your act is when you go on the French toast rant.
Oh, hell yeah, French toast is great. I'd kill my mother for French toast.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go, man. You know what? The other day, I was down at the bus stop and I had no money in my pockets. And I looked at the bus driver and said, dude, here you go. I got 4 French toast sticks and a side of syrup. Just let me get on the bus. You know what? The guy let me ride for a week. He gave me a coupon pass to ride on the bus anywhere from downtown, World Trade Center, uptown. He gave me one of his MTA passes. One of
Preach
those ones.
it.
Yeah.
Preach it.
Hell yeah. French toast sticks. Ugh.
Got a cramp
Got
there?
a-
There's
got
lot
a
of
cramp
salt.
from- yeah.
There's salt.
I think
in
the
this
salt
food.
and just
Get a little dehydrated.
yeah.
Take another shot of
Instead
that,
of pib pepper. I don't even know what it is. It's delicious.
Mr. Pepper.
Mystery flavors. That's another thing. I don't question ingredients or things are. There's so many people want to know what they're putting in their body. You know what? Life's too short to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, who cares if it's a chemical that's used in poisoning vermin and whatnot. But
This stuff's heavy.
I'm getting a little slow here.
Getting a little,
We'll have to take a break here in about 15 seconds here, folks. A little potty break. Thanks for tuning in. We had a great first half here. We're going to take a little nap. And I'm here with Louie BK on the Goose is Loose. We'll be right back after this message. Commercials.
Knock, knock. Who's there? You're listening to The Goose is Loose. Blow your brains out.
All right, we're back, everybody. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I feel great. I feel alive. We're back with the Goose is Loose podcast here with Louie BK.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thanks for listening.
It's a good time. We were just, taking a potty break because we're chowing down on some delicious Whoppers and chicken bites and all sorts of fun, good stuff here. And we really appreciate you tuning in. And, a lot of people are, like, ragging on, corporations taking over entertainment. And, we were just talking about the ingredients in foods.
God, I don't know why.
Yeah, people getting sick from eating too much, the chemicals in the burgers and whatnot. And I don't feel any effects. If I'm starting to stutter and whatnot, it's not from the delicious Burger King burgers that have sponsored this delicious podcast.
Couldn't have said it better than myself. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. So now tell me, Louie, you forgot what I was going to say. It's not from the chemicals.
It's not from the chemicals.
I have brain damage from crashing my Corvette. Okay, I'll think of it
well,
here.
I gotta be, man. You know what?
Tell me what you're
a smart guy.
Yeah.
And let me tell you.
I know.
You're a great guy, man. I have to tell you, I'm gonna be a little honest and open up about me and my past. But
okay.
I stopped school like around 9th grade. I really didn't continue, and I'm not fully literate. I don't have great, reading literature skills.
Okay.
And I'm kind of breaking up talking about it. I just bear with me for a moment.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
a soft spot.
A lot of very mediocre minded people have gone into really great careers.
I think so. If you know Daniel Johnson, he's a brilliant, great songwriter. He worked at McDonald's for years.
This is true.
He's amazing. One of my favorite other comedians, this other guy. He's so smart. He did tours with comedians. He worked at McDonald's for years. He went on Mike Lawrence. I don't know if you heard of him. He's a really, really talented guy.
Sure.
And I kind of feel like those people are pushing me to go on,
You see, you're taking it to the next level though, because you get on stage and you start going off and ranting. You're like the George Carlin of fast food comedy, and a lot of people,
ripping on all the people who are eating artisan foods. It's so silly. It's just
and you're one of the first to do that.
No, yeah, and artisan foods are a joke. People are creating jobs and they're duping people by saying these things are different from an alternative from the choice.
Yeah.
You know what? I can go to an artisan restaurant and wait 50 minutes and spend $60 on a plate, or I can go $5, get an amazing, delicious meal, not have to worry about anything, and I can go on and work and go on with the rest of my day and go home and watch
Time is valuable.
Dexter, season 1 through however.
Exactly.
Yeah, Burger King, I got in a lot of trouble. I was working there. I got fired, from doing some sketchy stuff,
That's all right.
But I
wasn't going to bring that up because, I want this to be kind of a party atmosphere. And
yeah, I know.
I know kids are at homes with... Yeah. It's good to be, vulnerable on comedy. And I heard about the incident. I say to people when they bring it up, she was 17. Mm-hmm. When you're famous and you're doing the Burger King thing, a lot of women are attracted to power.
And I've turned down so many people.
Yeah.
And it's not it's one time.
Right.
And and she's really smart.
Sure.
And she's smarter than me. She's this was 6 years ago. She's at Brown University.
Right.
In her PhD program.
Right.
She went from working at Burger King, becoming working in a I don't know. I guess it's called neurosciences, brain stuff. She's doing research on brain
stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, what are you gonna do when she, grabs you by the balls and takes you in the bathroom and pulls her pants down and bends over. And it's like
French toast sticks.
yeah,
in those.
put the sticks in my.
I know how you like French toast sticks. You powder them.
Yeah, powder 'em, baby.
You powder them your own way.
And that incident is an isolated thing. I know you get a lot of like PK groupies and stuff, and rock and roll is just like comedy's just like rock and roll. So that's my defense to all you people
Thank you.
who when I did announce I was booking you, I got all the emails. They're like, that guy's a rapist. And I'm like, no. Look, it's 1 year away. Yeah, technically it's statutory rape, but I mean, we're getting kinky. It's 2014. Men are women, women are men. Doesn't matter anymore.
They're a bunch of haters, man. I got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Everybody lives to dream.
Yeah, a couple French toast sticks in a vagina are not going to stop that rule.
Not at all.
End of the world. I mean,
but what the problem was when I served them after.
Well, that is health code issues. That is health code issue. Although I would eat those.
That was a bad. That was a bad move, and I wasn't asked to work anymore again at the establishment. But they wanted to put me on the road,
right?
All the customers love my gigs. I used to.
You got the publicity from it, and Charlene, if you're out there listening, you still have two friends here in New York City that you come visit. And, the French toast sticks are on me.
And I'm still
burn.
I'm also still single, so I mean, if you're interested in maybe going on a date, I'm totally down with that too, Charlene. And maybe we can talk about future other things from there.
It's a good time. Why don't you hit up those chicken bites?
Yeah, man, I keep working on these chicken bites. I'm getting really full.
And people are saying, kind
of sweaty.
Yeah.
Sweating from the chicken bites.
You kick the fan on.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of cals in those, and go ahead, take some more of that Mr. Pibb if you want. But yeah, it's cool. We have a gig later tonight. We're rocking, we're just kind of partying here, and getting together. And I wanted to tell you quickly, I don't know if you remember the promotion from the early 80s, the I'm Not Herb promotion. This is a Burger King thing where they had like kind of a nerd guy. If you saw him at the restaurant, you got like money.
Really?
Yeah, and they had this whole campaign. It was like, I'm not Herb, or where's Herb? He's the only guy that's never had Burger King.
That's so genius.
Yeah, so if you walked in and you said, I'm not Herb, you got like $1 sandwich there. Great promotion. And
remember when money used to pop out of cans for, I don't know, what was that, Pepsi?
Yeah.
You opened up Crystal Pepsi, money used to come out of the can and shoot. I don't believe it this day, but...
Well, that was a different economy, and before the corporate wars. Yeah, before the corporate wars.
Yeah.
And
terrorism
and genocide.
You know what? I think the internet has been bad for people. It lets information be at the hands of people who don't deserve it.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, fast food ruins your sperm count?
No.
Whoa, fast food?
And people believe anything that's written
kills
on
your
the
boners?
internet.
Yeah, it's not true.
It's not true.
I can get hard at any time.
People have been eating Burger King for years in fast food until like maybe 6 years ago. People are talking about how bad it is. I mean, how come all of a sudden we've been a company since 57? I think we opened up, or 58.
Absolutely.
And I'm doing great. We cook our stuff on flames, flame broiled. Everything's delicious. I wouldn't have a burger any other way.
Do it your way.
We do it our way.
So yeah,
we revolutionized the industry.
If you want to hit up Louie's website, you can get his album, and it's a hilarious album.
You can just Google Louie BK.
And
you doing good, Goose? You lining some something up there, huh?
I'm flying high. Yeah, if you want to snort of this, go ahead.
Yeah.
Take a little bump off the.
I just have to remind you
the knife.
This nothing we talk about here today represents Burger King. It's just our sole opinion, my opinion, and Goose's. None of this activity has anything to do with the establishment.
The king does not partake in the yay.
Nope. I mean, he might want to. Maybe we can do like a fifth meal for people who are all out blowing their brains out and want to come, maybe we can kick the party up.
They do have the midnight menus, and that was.
Well, I'm talking like 4:00 menu.
Yeah, there you go.
When you're like past that bag, and then you're looking for a new bag
at participating locations, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in Miami or you're in,
I gotta
L.A.
I gotta kind of spit some stuff out. It doesn't want to get down the lap band.
Oh, that's okay.
That chicken stuff. I hope you don't mind.
Absolutely not. Hey, folks, we got a great podcast coming up next week, you should tune in, and we're gonna have. Some
Sorry to have
funny
to do
people.
that in front of you.
No, it's all right.
in the
I'm just
studio.
prolonging another shot for next week. It's a surprise again, so tune on in, folks, and everybody. Make sure to put it in your Google Calendar so everybody at Google knows what's going on, because they gotta know, right?
Yeah. Did you know? Did you know Burger King was gonna have its own country?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fill me in there, Louie.
Basically, when we went to when we had the first Gulf War and that whole thing was starting, that was actually kind of a move to scout locations to start Burger King in our own nation.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it was definitely near the oil fields, so basically Burger King was starting to branch out and get in the oil business as well.
That is interesting political information,
And if there wasn't news, and other people documented an involvement or whatever,
right.
this would have happened. It would have happened.
But, do-gooders, protesters got in there, were like, you can't have Burger King in the Middle East.
These people can't even hold down a job, but they want to spend time, like, occupying things and getting mad at people.
Exactly.
But they're failures of their own parents.
Yeah.
They can't even just get a job.
They're eating, like, the floor of the forest and carrot sticks and hummus, whatever that crap is. And they're all like...
It's not American.
Yeah, they're like, I have amazing sexual activity because I don't, eat chemicals from the fast food. And we're like, so do I. I mean, why do you need to go to more than 10 minutes when you're boinking a BK groupie?
It's ridiculous. I just don't understand where this country's going. Hopefully, Burger King and people like that will, it'll help us.
Seriously, what is it?
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. This food's got me really dizzy right now.
You're getting loopy. You're getting crazy with the
Chicken.
old chicken bites from Burger King. Louie BK is here. My favorite bit he does. I'll just take a rest real quick. But my favorite bit is the hey, what's the deal with the Whopper, everybody? Why is it called the Whopper? And by the way, I do have Whoppers coupons, so hit me up after the show. Whopper. It sounds like old your friend's hot mom down the street. Oh, she's a Whopper. You're in there and you're after school. You're having your cereal with milk, and you're watching cartoons, and she's cleaning the house naked, everybody. Here comes Miss Whopper, and she's cleaning the house naked. She's like, hi, boys. And your friend's like, Mom, we're watching cartoons. What are you doing naked? She's like, nothing. I was washing my clothes. What do you think, Goose? What's wrong with your pants? Why are your pants so hard? And I'm like, you're naked, and Whopper! Got a Whopper in my pants. That's my favorite Louie
Thank
BK
you, man.
bit.
Thank you. That was pretty much word for word. That was it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do have sponges and disinfectants, so don't worry about puking on the floor or anything. Coke's a little cut with like some of the baby laxative.
Oh, is that what it is? That's why I have to go so fast.
Yeah,
already.
it's street shit. It's not the prime fluff that I used to get in the old days.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Times are
From
tough.
the manager and the agents and everybody who turned around and stabbed me in the back and said, hey, you know what? The only way you're going to make it is by interviewing fast food comedians. And I said, no way. It's not going to happen. I'm going to go back to the top. But maybe on the way, I'll meet a couple and I'll interview them. And they're friends. I don't backstab my friends just because they sell, tater tots and stuff.
Oh man, I remember the days your Corvette.
I don't judge.
When your Corvette used to go around fuck with drive-thrus, order stuff, and never get it, or just ask them stupid shit.
Yeah, now you can't even do that because someone films it on your cell phone. You're like, you're a racist. You called that person a gook or whatever, slanty-eyed person.
Oriental.
Like, yeah, Oriental. I'm like, no, I didn't. If you clearly played the audio back, I do not say gook. It's not there. I said spooky, Halloween,
Big
spooky.
difference. Big difference.
Okay. And it was the 80s. A lot of people said a lot of effed up stuff, okay? Go back and watch comedy back then. It was not PC. Robin Williams is doing the black guy. Hey, man, I'm Rob Williams. I'm doing black guy character.
Cartoony.
Yeah.
Black.
And I'm doing the hairdresser now. now.
Yeah.
I'm doing the hairdresser voice.
Stereotype Jewish hairdresser dresser. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's
cartoons.
a joke.
Well, that was a
We
nice
gotta laugh
one.
at each other, all right?
Yeah.
So get off my jock. I'm feeling a little tight in my chest. Tight in my chest.
Yeah, Goose ain't looking good. I'm not feeling good.
Okay.
I think there's some stuff. I think, I don't know, man. I think we gotta purge ourselves.
Is this hair? Where do you see the hair here
Yeah,
in
it
the
might
burger?
be some here. But you know what, though? I don't want to question, you know? Sometimes it might be part of the secret sauce.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit 911 up here.
Hit 911, dial in there.
I kind of know the people in this neighborhood, the 911 guys.
Nice.
And
Like, they won't bill you after. They'll still come pick you up and, like, you know.
do me a solid.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
we're getting to the end of the episode, folks. Again, Louie BK. Louie BK has been our guest. He is under contract with Burger King for the rest of his life.
definitely
Go
just-
see him at his next couple shows on the BK tour for the new ingredient or the new midnight menu. You can participate in locations.
Fifth meal.
My arm.
Goose,
Oh,
you
okay.
alright?
I'm okay.
Tight.
That's going to be the show for us. So, Louie, thanks again, man.
You're
Appreciate
welcome,
it,
man.
bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I apologize for shitting my pants.
No problem. BK forever. It kind of stinks. Okay, it's the show. Blow your brains out. Share, tweet, and post on Facebook. Burger King forever and ever. God bless America.